Welcome to Alistair Davies Golf. Today I want to talk to you about a subject that's been inspired by one of my lessons. I had a lesson come in the other day and they wanted help with a fairway wood. And they said to me, I can't get underneath the ball. Now for me, this rings of poor concept. And what I want to try and do with this video is dispel the myth that we need to get underneath the golf ball with any club. So if we look at tour players, and I know we're not all tour players or wanting to be tour players, but if we look at tour players because we have their data, we will notice that they hit down on the golf ball with every single club in the bag. Now, the expression trying to get underneath the ball or sweep the ball implies that you're going to try and hit the ground almost before the ball. Now, the only time we'd see that with an elite golfer would be maybe when we're trying to hit like a pitch or a lob shot. You might see that kind of trail edge brush the ground first. So with a fairway wood, what we're looking to do is hit down on the ball about 3 degrees. So tour average is 3 degrees, and I'll also populate this video in my TrackMan data so you can see what I produce. And I actually produce 3 degrees down as well. So I want to talk to you more about how that's created really and try and really dispel that myth, that concept. So for me, the setup, the pre-swing creates everything really with this particular shot. We want your natural golf swing. So I've got a blue stick down here which is going to represent kind of ball position. If I put that towards the back of the golf ball there. And what I want to do is get the ball position so it's just right to my left heel. Okay. Now if you imagine my left armpit, and if I draw a line straight down, you will see that that line points just in front of that blue stick. That essentially is the low point of my golf swing. So I should be getting the golf club traveling down to that point. So therefore I'm hitting the ball just slightly on the way down to get that contact I want. So if we were on the grass, you might see a bruising or a turf or a very small divot. And that's the kind of outcome I'd want to see from this shot. So with the stance, that affects it too. So I'd want to see with the stance shoulder width apart, and I'd want to see the handle ever so slightly in front of the golf ball, or at least, opposite the inside left thigh. So if the ball position is where it is there, it should be ever so slightly forward leaning. So that is the setup I want to see for this shot. A system, if you like, the best system to do would be to put your feet together and then move your right foot to shoulder width and your left foot just a fraction, and that'll leave that ball position just right of left heel. Then the weight will be 50-50. Then take your setup, hands just slightly ahead of the golf ball, and then from there just make a normal swing. And you'll see my TrackMan data populate, and that'll show you my kind of angles and my kind of numbers to give you an idea. But I definitely want to feel like we're hitting down on the golf ball. If you like, from a practicing point of view, look to make the noise in the ground. If you can't make the noise in the ground in the right spot every time, you're not going to be able to make that contact with your fairway woods. This is a 3-wood, and again, I'm looking to hit down on the golf ball 3 degrees from a correct setup to get that perfect contact. Have a go trying this and try and get rid of that myth of hitting up on the ball or sweeping the ball or hitting behind the ball. Don't try and lift the ball in the air. Try and compress it in the air. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video and add any comments you have down below.